Okay, I'm gonna say nope.
And now for your viewing pleasure, it's Mr. Constant Comments.
Well, we're having an issue with our Comcast cable. We had that hailstorm / sleet storm yesterday, and now our cable doesn't work. So I'm chatting with an Xfinity rep, and her name is Cherry Lou. And here it is. Right there, Cherry Lou. I really feel like we missed out on a good name with Katie. I mean, Katie, that's so boring. We could have picked like a fruity name, Cherry Lou. Like, it's a nice name. I think we missed out. Yeah, chatting with Xfinity, when you have a problem with your cable, I highly recommend the live chat with a representative, mostly because on a chat you lose the Indian accent that is nearly impossible to understand. Sarah called yesterday and she had such a problem understanding what they were saying, so doing the chat is really nice. So there's our problem. One moment please. This channel should be available shortly. Reference code S0800. It should be available shortly. Yeah, it hasn't been available for like a day now. Cherry Lou is confident what she did is going to fix our box. So, please, Cherry Lou, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
You have the same problem on a TV without a box. That's what
Exactly. Yeah. Our TV upstairs doesn't have a box, and the cable doesn't work at it. So how is this going to fix our TV upstairs? But I don't know a lot about cable TV, and Cherry Lou probably knows more than I do. So the world's population just recently hit 7 billion people. And they assume, the people who keep track of this, assume that the 7 billionth baby was probably born in India. Because India's birth rate is 51 babies per minute. That is ridiculous. Now I'm curious what their death rate is per minute, so it kind of evens out. But 51 babies per minute? My God. But anyways, I'm not really quite sure if the world reaching 7 billion people is anything to celebrate like some countries are doing. You know, I think it's just overpopulation. But some people are going to go ahead and celebrate it. But I thought that was a really interesting statistic on India's birth rate. Ready to do it now? Well, Katie lost her first tooth today, and it's quite different than what I thought it would happen with her first tooth. She was eating lunch at school and bit into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and hit the peanut on her tooth, and her tooth came loose. So for the rest of the day, she wiggled it and got it loose. And here's where it takes a little bit of a different turn. On the way home, she found an Oreo on the floor of the bus, and she ate the part that wasn't touching the ground. Well, this concerned a lot of the kids, and one boy ended up coming over to her and shaking her. I think they got a little rambunctious with their playing. And while he
said, you should have not ate the Oreo cookie.
So while he's shaking her, his arm or hand hits her mouth and knocks her tooth out of her mouth on the bus, and they get her a Kleenex and it bleeds a little bit, and she recovers from that, and that's how Katie lost her first tooth. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it wasn't the normal way. So here's her tooth. Geez, there it is. It's a tiny little thing. And she even got some money from her babysitter. She got a quarter. Cool. Okay, well, we'll put this under the pillow tonight for the tooth fairy and see if she comes or not. Have anything to say?
I'm glad that I lost my tooth.
Yeah, okay, the first of many.